Good morning, everyone. It's so good to be here. I say good morning because for me, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and here, um, Isla's waving already. She's so sweet. I'm Gail Straker. Welcome to Lipedema Wellness Conversations with Gail. That would be me and my friends. My friend today is Ayla. Ayla is our director of operations at Lipedema Simplified. And I'm very excited to get to talk to Isla this morning. I was just telling her back before we started the broadcast that most of the time we're talking business. She's got this title, Director of Operations, and that's basically, she she keeps me in line, she keeps everybody in line, and and I think her story is going to be fascinating for everybody who's watching. And if you're watching on the replays, welcome to that too. But if you're here with us live this morning, make sure that you put your name or at least where you're from or a welcome. One of the things that we find is that because we we serve and we work with people from all over the world, that um, we need to hold something in the morning. And so that everybody gets to see us, not just those people who live in the United States or North America and Australia. We need to catch Europe and Africa also. So as I see people come in, we have people here from Argentina. Hello, and Kay is here. Harriet's here from Charlotte, North Carolina. Um, Gloria from Wisconsin and Kathy Patton from New Jersey. So, people are here. It's so good to see you. Make
Ah,
sure that you make sure that you put the little hearts in there and the thumbs up so that we get some loving. So, I would like to introduce one of my dear friends and colleagues, Ayla. Ayla is our director of operations, and she is on Filipino time, or however I'm not sure how she says it, but Isla so is coming to us today from the Philippines. So I'm trying to think of who lives the furthest from me, and sometimes I think it has to be Isla since she's on the opposite side of the world than I am. Good morning, Isla. How are you today?
good morning, Gail, and good morning, everyone. And thank you for that very gracious introduction. I'm so happy to be here. I've had it's been a long time since I've been a guest in one of our lives. And I'm so happy to see so many people from different parts of the world. And yes, I am from the Philippines. So that's 12 hours from New York. And how many hours? 15?
14. 14.
14? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So
y-
yeah, so here it is, 7 o'clock my time in the morning, and it's 9 o'clock her time at night. So, she's almost ready to go in tomorrow, and I just started today. That's kind of how I think about
that's
it.
true.
So, Isla, when usually with Isla, I get to have 4 or 5 sentences. I was gonna say words, but there's never 4 or 5 words with me. It's always 4 or 5 sentences or 4 or 5 paragraphs. But it's like we always have to talk business because Isla's time is usually we're talking to her in the middle of her night. And
Mm.
so, I was very happy that she was gracious enough to spend some time with us today. So, I it's been a very busy month for us,
Yeah.
Lipedema
Very.
Awareness Month,
Mm.
and a lot of the things that happen, you are responsible for in the back end, what we call the back end. Um, but before we get to what you actually do for Lipedema Simplified and our community, because you are instrumental to the success of our community, I would like to have you explain to the to our audience how you got started with Lipedema Simplified.
Yes. So I started back before the pandemic hit, and we feel, and that's me and Catherine, because I met Catherine at that time through one of her business coaches. And so we felt that it's destined to happen because I needed um, the another type of work, and she also needed someone who would help out. And at that time, the team here in the Philippines, we're a small group, and it's actually just two of us. And it started then, and we didn't realize how big of an impact it's going to be for everyone.
Right. And so you basically just started by helping Catherine out and Catherine helping you out, right?
Yes,
And
that's true.
yeah, and you've stayed with Lipedema Simplified because it's had an impact on your life with almost an emotional impact for the way you understand life differently, I believe now than you used to. You
Yes,
have met so many people
yes, that's
in the
correct.
group. So how has it
Yeah.
changed your understanding of things?
So so that during this, it's not really that long, but during that short span of time, we the team already grew to almost 10 people now here in the Philippines.
How
And
many?
we,
I
we're
you broke.
almost 10.
There's almost 10
The
now. Okay.
working together behind the scenes, and we have a very really good and kind people working together. It's amazing. And so it's so going back, there's really a lot of improvement personally and also business wise for me, for myself. I've learned a lot, and I think one of the biggest ones that my takeaway really is that it's value of community. I've personally experienced the benefit of of how community helps an individual, and that's on both sides. If you are the giver, if you're the one helping, it would help you because it nourishes your soul, and it also helps the receiver because it also improves the way that your emotional side of things. And that's just one. And then there's actually a lot. I've grown in terms of being resilient, and I've learned a lot from the community of women all over the world as I help them. Because I also in the back end, I am um resolving their concerns. They would reach out to us having personal difficulties, or maybe it's as simple as I don't know how to log into Zoom, or I'm having difficulty with this link. Please help me out. And so while I am helping them out, they also help me build my character.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, if anytime that we need help, s uh, Ayla is our helpline. So, when your support, right? You know how we always have those, like, you get an email, and I'm just talking generally to the audience. When you get an email that says, "Oh, contact us," right? And it has like support at da 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 da. Well, when you go to support at lipedema-simplified.org, you get Isla. And so we have thousands of people reaching out to us, and it goes all through Isla's team, and then and mostly Isla, and then Isla sends me a letter. Gail, this is what I received. How do I do this? Or please respond to this, because we need to make sure that this person gets the help they need. Um, and Nancy says, I love it. Nancy says, a little off topic, but your home is gorgeous.
I wish. It's a
Are we
background.
talking
So thank
about
you
my
so much.
home or is it talking about Isla's background?
So yours is also nice, Gail, because of the artwork. Yeah, so and that's just part of it, we also, me and the team, because I wanna give credit to the team of they're really hardworking and very professional, experience wise. And so it's we feel that we're a family, and this is something that not a lot of people know. um the Lipedema Simplified is very compassionate towards people. So we work flexible hours. We were given free trainings for our growth, and that's at the company's expense. And there's always kind words everywhere from you, from Catherine, um, to each other. So it's really like a huge family for me, and that's also the reason why I'm saying that for me now, I've learned that community really is valuable. So the wisdom is in the community, and that's just part of it. There's even one email that I've read today from someone. So she was asking for help about something. Of course, I'm not gonna say that here because it's kind of personal. But at the end of her email, she said that um, please reach out to your elderly, um, give them a hug, because you'll never know until when you'd be able to see them. So that's just sample of the 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 heart that we receive from everyone from all over the world. And for me, it's magical because with this kind of work, working online, working in a virtual setting, it's not something that you'll be able to do if you're working in a corporate setting where it's just um one location that you'll be able to have. For here, Lipedema Simplified, we're able to reach out and connect so many people, so many women all over the world.
Right. And that is true about our community. Um, we reach out to each other, but we're hearing from people all over the world. Like you say, we're online, we're virtual, and yet we care so deeply, right? So we see each other from from here up. We can't physically reach out and touch, but we can share so that we do reach out and touch the next person in our family or in our neighborhood. And so it has expanded our entire world. It's made our world smaller so we can be closer, and it's made our world larger because it's expanded our own personal circles. So I see here we must have a Catherine online because it says from lipedema, the disease they call that. It says, "Go Ayla, you're both gorgeous." So um, Nancy says this condition is very isolating. I'm going to pop it up here. This condition disease is very isolating. She loves connecting with others similar to me. And one of the things that we had happen where people could connect this this last month, Lipedema Awareness Month, was Tribers at the Table. Ayla, what kind of work did you have to do to get that Tribers at the Table put together?
Oh gosh. Just connecting each of the pages was something mind-boggling. And it was tedious at first, but when it started to really work, mainly on the page, and then I'd have to automate it. And so we use so many platforms, so many apps, so many websites, and they honestly they cost a lot. But just combining all of those pieces together and then letting everyone know that, hey, you might be interested to join us in your location, and you can reach out to our host. And the hosts are very gracious, and so I also connect with the host and let them know, okay, so here are the people interested to join in your meetup in your area. And so that's really it it's challenging, yes, but it's also rewarding when you see the
Yeah.
people especially the pictures. The pictures are really wonderful.
Right. We started out with 13. It fell out of the sky at us, didn't it? It kind of like, oh, let's do this. And Catherine's like, yeah, let's do this. This is great. And we're all like, oh, yeah, we'll do it. And so we started, we decided we were going to have in person meetups. Anybody who wanted one, we had to get it done like in the month of May. And we said, yeah, we'll do this. What do we have? 11
We
that
start
we started
11.
with. I think it was 11 that we started with. And yet, people all over, as we discussed it, wanted more. They wanted, they're like, well, I want to host one. I want to host one. And we had 7 just this last weekend, but we started off with 11 for the month. And it's like every few days someone say, I want to do this. And Isla just kept yeah, just kept adding. Every time someone wanted to do one, Isla just kept adding. And we ended up having um I don't even know how many. 8.
16, 17, something like
Yeah.
that.
And 7 of them were this weekend, this last weekend. And when
Okay.
we had one in Denver with Siobhan Huggins. I had mine the week before here in Boise, Idaho. We had them in Canada, in Perth, Australia, Texas, North Carolina, California,
New Zealand.
New Zealand. We had them all over the place, and it was a lot of fun, and it was very organic. That's the thing that I love about um, this organization is it's organic. Someone says, "Oh, I want to do this." The next thing you know, we're all going, "Oh, I do too. Let's do it," kind of thing. So, and the thing is, we end up with Isla. We go, Isla, how can we do this? Right? How can we put this together? Because we are a virtual community, and we need to be able to get together. And so Isla makes that happen. Um, I am going to pop this question up. Susan from South Africa says, through our tribe, I connected with someone from my country, South Africa, and she actually reached out to me, and we are really helping each other. That is that is phenomenal, and I love it. Oh, look who else is here! I'm going to pull this up. Sheila is here um, from from I want to say from the Philippines, but from the Netherlands right now. And Leah's here. Hi, Leah. Nancy's
Mhm.
here. Let's see who else is here. Lori is here from Buffalo, and Juana Ramos from Staten Island. Valerie's here from New York City. Mary's here from Springfield, Ohio. Shelly's from Oklahoma. Kathy's from New Jersey. And let's see, I think I've got the rest of them. So I want to um, make people aware of some of the things that are still happening in Lipedema Awareness Month. So with Lipedema Awareness Month, I'm thinking it's got to be over. I'm sure I was going. Let me let
This is
Lipedema
so much
Awareness.
fun
We just
because
got
we're
started.
helping. raise awareness, right? That's the main idea. We want the whole world to know about this disease, how we can reach out to clinicians, how we can make that change, improvement, scientific wise. And so that's really, and we're having fun doing it,
Yeah, and
right?
speaking of how to reach out to clinicians, we actually have a a link for you if you want to click into this. We call it clinician to clinician. Um, I'm putting the link in the comments. So check that out because this is a page that you can share with your clinicians. It connects the clinicians to the clinicians. It gives them um, a resource. So if you can get your practitioner to look into this, it's right here. I'm going to put it up here so you can see how it's going to look to you. It's clinicians to clinician. It's a link, and it comes right through from the Lipedema Project. And so make sure that you click on the link in the comments so that you can see that page and you can copy it and get it to your clinician. The other thing that I want to share with you is we have okay, so it's the 20 today's the
Mm.
27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. Okay, we have today's Tuesday. Oh my gosh. We have 3 more days of Lipedema Awareness Month.
Woohoo.
And in I know 3, right? And in those 3 days, we have 2 more events from the
Special.
Lipedema challenge,
Last
right?
last but not the least, these are special
These
um
are
sessions.
special. These are special. So one of them that we have tomorrow on Wednesday is going to be Dr. Leslin Keith and Siobhan Huggins, and they're researchers. They're going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, June 28th. I want to make sure that I put the link in the chat or in the comments so that you can register. It's not too late to register for the next 2 events that we're having during Lipedema Awareness Month. So I'm going to put those in. The first, they're the same link. You register for both of our events at the same time. And so as you can see, it's in there. It looks like this. LAM, Lipedema Awareness Month, LAM Challenge. And all you got to do is click on that link and register, and you will be given access to both of these events. So, so as we look at that, oh, hold on, let me get rid of that so we can see it. So Dr. Leslin Keith and Siobhan Huggins gave a presentation last week, and it was so fabulous. Who did they give that presentation to, Ayla? Do you remember?
Which one? Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Leslin and Siobhan gave a presentation last week to a lymphatic society. I'm not sure which. Anyway, they gave the presentation, and
Learn.
it I don't know if it was Learn or not. Anyway, it was so fabulous that we're like, we want that. So come give it to us on June 28th. And they said, yes, we'll be there. So make sure you register for it. It's June 28th tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then on Friday, it's going to be Brian Hayward. Now that goes to the same link. You're going to register for both events at the same time. And Brian Hayward is a CBD consultant, and and I will be there with him. The 2 of us will be hosting it, and he's going to talk about how CBD can help you with pain. Um, and he's fascinating. He is a chemical engineer. I should say he's a retired chemical engineer, and so he knows the ins and out on how CBD works, um, and why all of its compounds are important. And he can share how to get and find a high quality CBD and how to how to know if you are paying a proper price and everything, and how to know if it will work for you. So Brian and mine is on Friday, and Leslin and Siobhan's are on Wednesday. So those are our last two events. There's a lot more going on, but once you sign up, then you'll find out about everything else that's going on. So
Sign up free.
go ahead, Isla. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. So sign up now because it's at no cost. It's totally free, and we'd love to have you there live because we have a lot of surprises.
Yeah, and it and Lipedema Awareness Month, we like to keep it free so that you can come to all of our events with no worry. However, we also have what we call a VIP access. It's an upgrade, and for a nominal fee, you can get access to all of the recordings from the month that we've had. So you can still access all of Lipedema Awareness Month by becoming a VIP um, access member. So that's a nominal fee upgrade. Thank you, Isla. I got a
Thanks,
thumbs up.
thanks for
I
clarifying
love
that.
getting I love getting my thumbs ups from I know I'm on the right right path. So, which is a little strange. It's like, okay, so hey Isla, how am I doing? I have to share
Fabulous.
I have to share a couple of things about my relationship with Isla. When I first started this, I was considered I considered myself a lurker. Okay, so like I just watched everything in the background because hey, it can be intimidating getting online with people, and I don't know how involved I want to be, and I don't know if I've got enough of energy in me. And so with that, I said, I thought, oh, I'll just watch. So I'd just watch. I was new to technology. And then I got Isla, and Isla was so patient with me. Because as I started getting more involved, I'd say, what do I need to click on? How do I do this? What do you mean I got to make a video? I don't even know how to make a video, and those sorts of things. How do I access this? And I kept going back to Isla, and Isla's so kind. And she's like, you're doing good, gal. Even if she had to tell me 20 times how to do the same thing. I'm sorry, Isla. I don't understand how to open Google. I mean, she's just been so anything I need, I'm always like, hey, Isla, can you help me? And so she always helps me out. And so so it's been wonderful. And we have a couple questions here, Isla, and I'm they're really to both of us, but we have Kathy wants to know if there are any physicians who deal directly with lymphedema around New Jersey. And then Valerie wants to know if there's a listing of lymphedema specialists in New York. Um, and she says, the doctors I'm dealing with now haven't been helpful at all. And we have, if you go to Lipedema Project, there's a directory of physicians. Uh, Isla, are you frozen? No, you're not. You're just being
No.
really still.
I'm just
So,
listening. Yeah.
is there a possibility, Isla, is there a link to that
Yes.
that you can pop
So
into the
other than
chat?
okay. So other than this link, we also have let me just grab that real quick. We also
Look at
have
me, I'm making her work.
therapist, list of therapists for specifically for lymphedema. So the link I'm going to share with you now is for lipedema and lymphedema because most of the time, when progresses lipedema, usually at stage 3, it goes to lipopedema, and so it now combined. Um, but there's a list of specialists specifically for lymphedema, and so the therapist that you can show them. I'll have that shared after um this live.
Okay. So, can you drop that into the private chat and I'll get it pulled up?
Here.
Okay, so let me grab that. Okay, so I'm going to drop that link into the comments, everyone. So as you can see, this is what it's going to look like when you look in the comments. Lipedemaproject.org. And as you can see, it ends in directory. Thank you for doing that. Ayla, I know I feel so bad. That's one of the things that we often say to Ayla. Ayla, will you grab that link? And she's busy in the background. She works, and you can't even tell she's back there working. She looks like she's just having fun because she has this beautiful, amazing smile that keeps us all cheerful and happy. So, anyway, Ayla, we've been on this call for half an hour, and I know that you probably are have to get back to a meeting or or tuck your kids into bed or um, let's see. Oh, here's one more we need to talk about. Are there any discussion groups? Are there any discussion groups for people whose spouses, family members, etc., can't fully comprehend the issues surrounding edema, lipedema, lymphedema? It causes much more stress with her family. And she says they don't want to, or they don't or won't understand, even with education and information. And truthfully, Maya, what we have here is we have a that's why we have tribe. That's why we have our membership group. That is to support all of us with this, to help educate ourselves so that we have that support. And then with that support, we can continue to, in a sense, I guess, chip away at our family. Um, and so as we chip, that eventually our family will see, oh, these other people are helping my family member. These other women and individuals are helping my family member stay supported because we get more confidence when we have our I'm trying to find, there's that link, when we have our tribe, when we have our group that supports us, even if it's not our family. Yes, we are virtual, but like we had tribers at the table, we did make connections, and we're continuing it. That's so. I am putting in the comments. I'm putting in the link to tribe. Tribe membership is open at this time, um, and so as you see, it looks like this. The post I put in there, tribe membership open now, and you can join tribe. And so that's one of the things that Catherine made sure of 3 years ago. She opened a membership option for us all so that we can get support. Go in there, see reach out to us. You can always reach out to us by going to, you can always reach out to Ayla, support at lipedema-simplified.org. Um, it's and and then make sure that you continue, keep, because if you're in Facebook, there are group support happening there too. But we know we're alone at first, and then we realize that we're not alone, and that's where we find our support. Um, there's one more link that Ayla wants me to put in the chat. I'm going to grab it.
Thank you.
Um, and it's about therapists. So when you look at our links, you'll see at the end of the link, you will see what it is. For example, the one link with clinicians, it says clinicians to clinicians. The directory link says directory. The tribe link says tribe. And then this last one I'm putting in is for therapists, and it's in the comments. And so you'll see it looks like this. And you can see that it ends in the word therapist. So all of these links that we put in there, click on them, see if they have some value to you, and you can hopefully get help that way. Um, and um, I'm going to share this last comment, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap stuff up because we could be here all day, and both of us have things to do. Gloria says, yesterday I went to my physician for a physical. I had my book and my pamphlet with me to talk about lipedema, hoping to get a formal diagnosis. She said, yes, you probably have it. Sounds like my story. And doing what you do is how you get a diagnosis. She wouldn't say anything more except that maybe in a year she will have a medication that is being studied on lipedema, which are the GLP-1 injectables. I told her I knew about that, and she just said, well, I guess you know a lot more than most. I was disappointed. Um, and I know, Gloria, that you really wanted her to have answers for you. I know you did. And yet you were having answers for her. You were coming to her with more information probably than she had. Um, that is the story we hear over and over and over again. And that's one of the reasons we do what we do, because we are looking for our answers too, the same as you are. So stay diligent, stay, resilient, keep knowing that there are answers, and answers have to come. Um, I'll we're back. That was kind of crazy. We got kicked out, and I hope that people are still here waiting for us to come back. Um, but anyways, as I was saying, we're all looking for answers, and I hope that you find some, and I hope that you keep turning toward us and help us find our solutions as well. Ayla, are you there or are you frozen? I can't tell. Blink for me, honey. No, Ayla.
I'm still here.
Okay, you're still there. So usually, Ayla, the way I end my broadcast is by asking my guests that if there was one message that you would like echoed around the world, what would it be?
So my last message before we end is that don't lose hope. So wherever you are in your journey, you're not alone. We're all in this together.
Okay. Okay, there we are. So we're gonna go ahead and end this, Isla, because we are having a lot of technical difficulties. So I'm gonna give you the last word.
So thank you everyone for watching. And again, if in case at that time it was not on air, so I just want to leave this message that don't lose hope, that wherever you are in your journey, you're not alone.
Thank you, Isla. And thank you everyone for being here with us today. And we'll talk to you again next week.